The simulation hypothesis. This hypothesis suggests that our reality may actually be a computer-generated simulation. To understand the simulation hypothesis, let's delve into its core concept. This hypothesis suggests that our reality, the world we perceive and interact with, may not be the base reality, but rather a simulated construct created by advanced beings or civilizations. These beings could be our future descendants or entities from another dimension or universe. In this hypothesis, the creators of the simulation possess highly advanced technology capable of simulating an entire universe with intricate details, including planets, stars, galaxies, and sentient beings like us. The simulated universe operates according to a set of rules or algorithms that govern its behavior and allow for the emergence of complex phenomena such as physics, biology, and consciousness. To put it simply, imagine a highly sophisticated computer program or virtual reality game that generates a realistic and interactive world for its users. The simulation hypothesis suggests that our reality may be akin to such a computer program, with us being the characters within it. From a technical standpoint, simulating an entire universe would require vast computational power and sophisticated programming. The simulation would need to simulate every aspect of our perceived reality, including the behavior of subatomic particles, the laws of physics, and the interactions between various objects and entities. It would also need to account for the complexity of living organisms and their consciousness. While we currently lack the technology to create such a comprehensive simulation ourselves, the simulation hypothesis proposes that more advanced civilizations or entities may have already achieved this capability. These advanced beings would have the ability to create simulations that are indistinguishable from the base reality in which they exist. The simulation hypothesis challenges our understanding of what we perceive as real. It proposes that our everyday experiences, our senses, and even our memories could be part of the simulated construct. In essence, it suggests that the reality we take for granted may be an elaborate illusion, a product of an advanced simulation created by beings beyond our current comprehension. The simulation hypothesis gained significant attention following philosopher Nick Bostrom's thought-provoking paper published in 2003. Bostrom presented three distinct possibilities regarding the nature of our reality and the likelihood of us living in a simulated universe. Let's explore these possibilities in more detail. Possibility 1. Extinction before simulation. Bostrom's first possibility suggests that human civilizations might become extinct before they reach the technological capability to create complex simulations. In this scenario, we would never have the opportunity to develop the technology necessary to simulate entire universes with sentient beings like ourselves. Therefore, if this possibility holds true, it implies that our reality is most likely the base reality. Possibility 2. Lack of interest in simulations. The second possibility proposed by Bostrom speculates that advanced civilizations might have the technological capability to create simulations but lack the desire or motivation to do so. In this case, even though they have the means to simulate entire universes, these civilizations choose not to engage in such simulations. Consequently, if this possibility is accurate, our reality would once again be more likely to be the base reality. Possibility 3. Living in a simulation. The third possibility, which captivates the imagination of many, is that we are currently living in a simulation created by advanced beings. According to this scenario, these beings have reached a level of technological advancement where they can simulate entire universes, including conscious beings like ourselves. If this possibility is correct, it means that our reality is not the base reality but a simulated construct generated by these advanced entities. Now, it's important to note that Bostrom's paper does not provide definitive evidence supporting any of these possibilities. Instead, it presents them as different avenues for consideration, raising intriguing questions about the nature of our existence and the likelihood of living in a simulation. The simulation hypothesis challenges us to reflect on the probabilities associated with these three possibilities. It prompts us to ponder whether our reality is indeed the base reality or whether we are part of an elaborate simulation crafted by highly advanced civilizations or beings from another realm. Although empirical evidence to definitively prove or disprove the simulation hypothesis is currently lacking, there are thought-provoking arguments that have been proposed. One intriguing argument suggests that certain constraints and characteristics within our reality could be indicative of a simulated environment. Let's explore this concept in more detail. One of the key observations supporting this argument is the existence of fundamental laws of physics. Our universe operates according to a set of mathematical equations and principles that govern the behavior of matter and energy. These laws, such as the laws of gravity and electromagnetism, appear to be finely tuned and precise, allowing for the emergence of complex phenomena like galaxies, stars, and life itself. Proponents of the simulation hypothesis argue that the existence of these fundamental laws could be a result of the underlying computational framework of a simulated reality. In a simulated universe, these laws would be programmed into the simulation's algorithms to ensure consistency and coherence. Furthermore, there are apparent limitations and discretization in our observations and measurements of the universe. For instance, at the smallest scales, such as those governed by quantum mechanics, we encounter phenomena like particle-wave-particle duality and the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which introduce inherent uncertainty and discrete energy levels. These characteristics, some argue, could be artifacts of a simulated system that relies on discrete calculations and limited computational resources. Additionally, the argument points to the quantization of physical properties. In our reality, various quantities, such as the charge of an electron or the energy levels of atoms, exist in discrete values or quantized states. This discreteness could be a consequence of the underlying computational nature of a simulated reality, where information is processed and stored in discrete units. Another intriguing aspect is the concept of computational complexity. Simulating an entire universe, including all its intricate details and the behaviors of conscious beings, would require an immense amount of computational power. If our reality is indeed a simulation, the constraints and limitations we observe might be a result of computational optimization within the simulation, where resources are allocated efficiently to maintain the illusion of reality. One of the mind-bending aspects of the simulation hypothesis is the notion of nested simulations, where the possibility exists that the creators of our simulated reality are themselves part of another simulation. This idea introduces an intriguing layer of complexity to the hypothesis. Let's explore this concept in more detail. If our reality is indeed a simulation, it implies the existence of advanced beings or civilizations capable of creating such a simulation. However, these creators, in turn, might be living in their own simulated universe, crafted by even more advanced entities. This nesting of simulations could continue infinitely, creating a hierarchy of simulated realities within simulated realities. From a technical perspective, nested simulations imply that each layer of the simulation requires computational power and resources to run. If we imagine a hierarchy of nested simulations, with each simulation being more advanced and encompassing than the previous one, it raises questions about the feasibility of sustaining such a complex system. The concept of nested simulations challenges our understanding of reality and the notion of a base reality. It raises philosophical questions about the ultimate origin and purpose of existence. Are we just characters within a grand simulation experiment conducted by beings in a higher reality? If so, what does it mean for our consciousness, free will, and the nature of our experiences? While the idea of nested simulations may seem fantastical, it highlights the infinite possibilities within the simulation hypothesis. It invites speculation about the existence of layers of simulated realities and the potential motivations of the beings responsible for creating and running these simulations. It is crucial to note that nested simulations are a hypothetical aspect of the simulation hypothesis and currently lack empirical evidence. However, the mere consideration of such a concept pushes the boundaries of our thinking and ignites discussions about the nature of reality, the limits of technological advancement, and the potential existence of higher realms of existence beyond our current understanding. The simulation hypothesis has far-reaching implications that extend into the realms of philosophy and existential ponderings. It challenges our conventional understanding of consciousness, free will, and the fundamental nature of existence. Let's delve into these implications while keeping the explanations clear and accessible. Consciousness and subjectivity. If our reality is a simulated construct, the nature of consciousness becomes a central philosophical question. Are our thoughts, emotions, and subjective experiences genuine or merely programmed responses within the simulation? This challenges our understanding of what it means to be conscious and raises inquiries into the nature of subjective awareness. Free will and determinism. The simulation hypothesis also raises questions about free will. If our actions and decisions are predetermined by the underlying algorithms of the simulation, do we truly possess freedom of choice, or are we simply following a preordained script within the simulated universe? This philosophical debate delves into the age-old concept of determinism versus free will, the nature of reality and existence. The simulation hypothesis challenges our perception of reality itself. If our universe is simulated, what does that mean for the concept of objective reality? Are we existing within a construct that is ultimately illusionary, crafted by external entities? This opens up profound inquiries into the nature of existence, the origins of reality, and our place within it. Moral and ethical implications. If our reality is simulated, it raises ethical and moral questions. Are the actions and consequences within the simulation meaningful in the same way as they would be in a base reality? How should we approach issues of morality, knowing that the parameters of our reality could be the product of a simulation designer's choices? This leads to reflections on the foundations of ethics and the significance of our actions. These philosophical and existential implications of the simulation hypothesis challenge us to reconsider our understanding of ourselves, our consciousness, and our place in the universe. They invite us to question the fundamental fabric of reality and confront the profound mysteries that lie beyond our current comprehension. Despite the speculative nature of the simulation hypothesis, there are ongoing efforts by scientists and researchers to explore potential empirical evidence that could support or refute this intriguing idea. Let's delve into some of these endeavors while maintaining clear and accessible explanations. Analyzing cosmic rays. One avenue of exploration involves analyzing cosmic rays, which are high-energy particles that originate from outer space. Researchers speculate that if we are living in a simulation, there might be computational limitations within the simulation. These limitations could manifest as irregular patterns or glitches in the distribution or energy levels of cosmic rays. By studying these cosmic rays with advanced detectors and analyzing their data, scientists hope to uncover potential anomalies that could indicate the presence of a simulated reality. Simulating simulations. Another approach involves conducting experiments within virtual realities or simulated environments. By creating increasingly sophisticated simulations ourselves, researchers aim to uncover any limitations or artifacts that might emerge within these virtual realms. If consistent patterns or constraints emerge within our simulated worlds, it could provide insights into the potential existence of similar patterns or limitations within our own reality, thereby offering indirect evidence for the simulation hypothesis. Observing constraints and anomalies. Scientists also investigate the possibility of observing constraints or anomalies within our reality that could point towards a simulated nature. For instance, some researchers propose examining the behavior of particles at extremely high energies or conducting experiments in extreme environments to look for deviations from expected physical laws. Detecting discrepancies or irregularities could indicate underlying computational limitations or rules inherent in a simulated universe. Advances in computing and technology. As our own technological capabilities advance, it is conceivable that we may develop tools and methodologies to probe the nature of our reality more directly. Advancements in quantum computing, for example, could allow us to simulate increasingly complex systems and investigate the potential existence of underlying computational structures within our reality. It is important to note that the search for empirical evidence regarding the simulation hypothesis is still in its early stages, and concrete findings have yet to be achieved. However, these ongoing scientific explorations demonstrate a commitment to pushing the boundaries of our knowledge and seeking potential clues that could illuminate the true nature of our existence. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the simulation hypothesis. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-expanding content. And as always, keep exploring the wonders of our universe. See you next time.